48,000 Americans died due to hospital preventable errors in 1999. The report, "To Err is Human," was published in the Institute of Healthcare Improvement. In 2013, 440,000 Americans died due to hospital preventable errors. It is the third leading cause of preventable deaths in the United States. As Lee Binder, the president and CEO of Leapfrog Group at the time, stated, in layman's terms, we bury the population the size of Miami annually due to hospital preventable errors. Sad statistics. Is this what I signed up for? Is this the best that I can do? Is this the best that we can do? Can we learn from other industries? The airline industry is a high reliability industry. Can we learn from them? Can I follow the Hippocratic oath that I promised when I went to medical school, which is to do no harm? But today, I'm going to share with you a story of a little boy who had two passions. One was to fly, and one was to help people. And I'm going to show you how those two worlds collided. And what brings me to today. As an 8-year-old boy, I was very timid. I usually would sit at the back of the class. I was a kid that never raised his hand. I slouched a lot. I wore thick glasses. But when I came home, I was a totally different person. Totally different. I had telescopic vision. I had laser vision. I had acute hearing. With a running start, I could become airbound. I was stronger than a locomotive. I was faster than a speeding bullet. I pledged that I would harm no one. I pledged that I would not interfere in the free will of nations. The S on my chest didn't stand for Superman. No, it stood for hope. Now, 2 decades later, I'm still flying. Not exactly the way I imagined. I'm boarding a plane now, as opposed to, running leap and taking off. I'm boarding a plane, getting to my destination, and still helping people, trying to save lives, or helping to hopefully make a difference. But am I? The statistics speak for themselves. 440,000 Americans die annually because of us, hospital preventable errors. The city the size of Miami. Is this the best we can do? Well, let's see. This could happen to anybody, right? After all, the people are getting older. They have multiple comorbidities. People are unpredictable. Was that good enough for Andreas Lucas or the airline industry? Was that good enough for them? When Andreas Lucas, about a month ago, took his airplane, the co-pilot of the airplane, quickly descended and sped into the Swiss Alps, killing himself and everybody in it. Did the airline industry say that that was just chance? Does that just happen? This is just a natural part? No, not the airline industry. The airline industry is a high reliability industry. Safety is of utmost importance to them. How many of you feel safe on an airline? But let me share for the ones that don't feel safe. The airline industry has in the last 2 decades significantly reduced the number of deaths, airline crashes, to the tune of 1 in 11 million airplanes crash. How have they done this? They've done this by paying attention to detail, making sure that all the checklists are assigned. Can we learn something from the airline industry? Can we learn to be better? You know, I asked myself that question many, many times. And then in 2011, people started asking the same question. In fact, we were challenged. The Department of Health and Human Services challenged all the hospitals around the country for 11 core measures. I'll give you 4 of them. Adverse drug events, catheter-associated urinary tract infections, catheter-associated bloodstream infections, obstetrical severe accidents. And they said, why don't we do a checklist and see how many lives we can save? In the 3-year period, we saved $12 billion. We had 1.2 million less adverse events due to those checklists. In fact, we saved 50,000 lives in that period of time. Can we do it? I say yes, we can. As long as we hope and we dream for a better future. Christopher Reeves, my hero, both as a character, an animated character, and a real life person, once said, dreams may seem impossible, then they may seem improbable, but once you summon the will, they become inevitable. Zero defect.